maybe then you are looking for, let's put in a bit of reverb delay. So recently what I figured out, this is the easiest way to do for people who are just starting out, and even for pros as well, because what you do, you put in this plugin, spaced out, great. And there's this wet and dry knob. And this is the delay section. This is the reverb section. Okay. You put it to dimension on. So it becomes like ping pong and all those wide kind of delay. And now it is dry. We'll just blend a bit of it. Okay. Done, see?
Yes, very nice.
I actually like all those plugins which make my workflow simple.
Yeah.
How much did we do? We barely did anything,
Yeah.
And we got a result. So done. Okay. Now we can do something very similar to this using a couple of plugins that can sometimes become tedious. That is why I showed you this one. This is delay. This is reverb. You just mix a bit of reverb and delay and you are good to go. Done. Khatam ba. Okay. Now next thing what we are going to do is I just turned it off, bypassed it. Okay. We'll try to emulate this with a delay and a reverb. Okay. Let's first put in a delay, the stereo delay. Now let's cut it low frequency, cut its high frequency, cut its low frequency, cut its high frequency. This is all the delay. Okay. Now let me just trim the delay signal very low and like maybe just a tad bit. You see, we now have a bit of delay going on. 12% left and right. Now, on top of that, let's put in a reverb. What it will do is it will even reverberate the delayed sound and the original vocals and that. We'll just blend that. And I think this is really easy to use as well. This is our wet, this is our dry. We need the entire dry signal and we are keeping the wet signal so that we can make our sound and then we are going to bring it down. Okay. A couple of more clicks, but we have arrived at pretty much same thing. Okay.
Yes.
So if we bypass these two plugins and just use this one, this works as well. This works. And if we use these two plugins, this works as well. You can go any route. Okay. So amazingly, while I suggest Logic to most of the people who start making music or something, or even they are pros or whatsoever, because Logic is pretty easy to pick and then produce any kind of music. And it has got the most amazing sets of stock plugins.
Yes.
Which just sound fantastic, like I am in Logic almost like from mid 2013. I started with Logic 9. Before that, I was a full-time Cubase 5 user for almost 5 years. Now, almost more than 6 years I'm with Logic. And before Cubase, I was almost like for, I guess like 2 years, I was strictly with Cakewalk Sonar. That time it was owned by Roland, Cakewalk Sonar. I did use FL Studio as well. I didn't like it. Never liked it.
Most of the people I heard they are using Logic for recording vocals and for mixing and mastering they are using this Cubase and everything.
Logic is like really amazing at anything. Cubase is also really nice. I used Ableton here and there occasionally. That's a nice DAW as well. I used Studio One also very occasionally. Currently I am also teaching a couple of students on Studio One because they are using Studio One. A couple of students on Ableton as well because they are using Ableton. I occasionally use Pro Tools because when you are at some studios, you have to dub or do this or do that. They have Pro Tools. That is always good to understand. But all these DAWs work in this similar basic way. Tracks and then groups and buses and like that. And all those third-party plugins, when we are using all these third-party plugins, they just sound same in every DAW. So it becomes easy to work that way. Do you have any doubt till now?
I am clear with what you said.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I will zip this project and I will send this project to you. I will email you this via WeTransfer. You download it and you can take a look at this and you can use it for your reference as well. You try practicing all these steps and dub a couple of things, more things and all. In the next class, I will take a look at all those things and whatever problems are there, we will sort them out as well.
अब रे करम के बारिशें कर ऐसे, अब रे करम के बारिशें कर ऐसे।